Hello everyone, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. Last time, we pretty much beat the game, really. We were able to confront Liquid and have not only destroyed Metal Gear, but we later escaped from Shadow Moses base, and Liquid would later die to the Fox Die virus. And with all that other stuff there, we won. But I'm going to show off some bonus material here. Now, for starters, I'm back here at the lab, and you might notice Snake might look a bit different. That is because... well, it depends, really. Oh, and I'm during this fight, really. I hate to talk with this music, really, but when you beat the game, depending on your choice with what you did during the torture sequence, it will have a big impact if you do later playthroughs. If you beat the game, and you save Meryl, basically, you get the bandana. Words limitless sewn on it. This bandana, as silly as it sounds really, when it's equipped, you have unlimited infinite ammo for whatever weapon you use, even the grenades and everything. It's really good to have during boss fights. If you don't save Meryl and give in to the torture, you get an alternate ending where you save Otacon instead. And you get this stealth here, the stealth camouflage cloak. Renders wearer invisible through light reflection system. Now, I'm going to equip the bandana. Now, once you've completed both playthroughs of getting Meryl and Otacon, your third playthrough, Snake will be wearing a tuxedo. It's supposed to be like reminiscent of James Bond, and Gray Fox looks a lot like Deadpool. Just saying.
That's good, Snake.
Yeah, now I'm gonna cheat, as much as I don't like cheating.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
Why is that? Okay.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Well, I want to use a weapon, so I'm gonna cheat. Wow. You're good. What happens when I do this? Wow, he's not above to running away if I got weapons. Oop. Oop.
Never depend on such a weapon. With weapons.
Damn! Okay! Let's exit. I just wanted to show that off, really. Damn! You're so serious about that, Fox. Okay, it takes me back to the menu, at least. I'm gonna go to Special. This, I believe, plays all the cutscenes of the game, but I'm not going to show that. It might also show the alternate endings and such. I might find out. But I'm going to read Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. It's only 13 pages. Okay. The year 1995. Deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Garsberg, Outer Heaven, or Haven, whatever you want to call it. An armed fortress nation established by the legendary mercenary who is feared in combat by both his friends and foes as a hero and lunatic. The Western nations have found out that a weapon of mass destruction that could rewrite war history is under development at Outer Haven. They have called upon the high-tech Special Force Unit Foxhound to take care of the situation. In response to this order, Big Boss, Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, send Gray Fox, the man with the code name Fox, which is given to the best member of the unit. Operation Intrude N313. After a few days, his last message being Metal Gear. Gray Fox is missing in action. Taking the situation seriously, the top men of the West again called for Foxhound. Big Boss selects Solid Snake, who has just recently joined Foxhound as the agent and entrusts everything to him. Successfully making a solo infiltration to Outer Haven, Snake got in touch with local resistance members Schneider, Diane, and Jennifer. With their cooperation, Snake succeeds in rescuing Grey Fox. Grey Fox then laid out the terrifying facts about Metal Gear. Metal Gear was the development name of a nuclear warhead-equipped two-legged walking tank. It could walk through even the roughest terrains that would stop normal tanks. It could conduct local warfare by itself with unique weapons like its Vulcan cannon and anti-tank missiles. It was indeed a new type of weapon that can conduct a nuclear attack against any place on the face of the earth from any land surface. With Metal Gear, Outer Haven was trying to establish its military superiority over the entire world. In order to destroy Metal Gear, Snake rescues Metal Gear's chief engineer, Dr. Petrovich, I think that's how you say his name, and his daughter Ellen, who was taken hostage for her father to continue with his development, and hears from Dr. Petrovich how to destroy Metal Gear. However, as Snake approaches the heart of Outer Haven and Metal Gear, well-designed traps are set all around Snake, as if all of his actions are being leaked to the enemy. In the midst of the escalating battle, the leader of the resistance, Schneider, falls into the hands of the enemy, and Snake himself gets injured through the deadly battles with Outer Haven's best mercenaries. But Snake's indomitable spirit leads him to the 100th floor basement of the secret base where Metal Gear was developed. Evading the powerful defense system that wipes out all intruders, Snake ultimately succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. Snake tries to escape from Outer Haven upon completing the mission. However, during the escape he was confronted by one man, Foxhound Commander-in-Chief Big Boss. Big Boss laughs at the astounded Snake and tells him of the truth about his mission. While serving as the Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss also ran a mercenary dispatch company, utilizing his connections and capital from his years as a merc. He was planning to build this company a larger military establishment, and he built Outer Haven as its base. His purpose for sending the rookie Snake to Outer Haven was to cause information confusion against the West. However, Big Boss miscalculated. He never thought that Snake would make it this far. Having lost Metal Gear, Big Boss activates the self-destruct system of the underground base. While the countdown to destruction continues, his scream echoes in the emptiness. "You have gone far! You have gone too far! Too far!" On the 100th floor basement, the battle between two men commences, free of ideology and politics. The armed fortress nation, Outer Haven, collapsed. The impenetrable fortress made from the best military technology and occupied by the toughest mercenaries burned in flames. Behind him, the flames reached skyward as Outer Haven fell, leaving Solid Snake all alone. Now for the sequel, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Oh, it's got even more pages. In 1999, the world was facing an energy crisis. It was obvious that the supply of plutonium, I think that's how you say it, would run out faster than expected. However, the development of an alternative energy resource is far from completion. The price of petroleum, I think that's how you actually say it, petroleum, has skyrocketed and the world economy is in confusion. The 21st century was expected to be one of chaos. One man's invention changed the entire situation. I don't know how you pronounce these, sadly. A sec genius and biologist, Dr. Keo Marv, invented Oilix, a microorganism that refines petroleum to produce a highly purified form of petroleum. The world was filled with hope upon the discovery of this Messiah to solve the energy crisis. But at the same time, the world entered a time of tension regarding this new algae. Really? Just when the whole world's attention was drawn to Oilix and Dr. Marv, he gets abducted by someone and disappears. Nations begin investigations. Immediately, and a name soon appeared: Zanzibar Land. Zanzibar Land was a democrat military regime that suddenly appeared in Central Asia in 1997. When their uprising took place, the CIS army formed around Russia sent a suppressive unit immediately. Zanzibar Land resists by gathering a band of mercenaries from nations around the world and fortifying most of the land. As a result, the CIS army was repeatedly defeated, and Zanzibar Land declared its independence. Due to the active role mercenaries played, this war was called the Mercenary War, and Zanzibar Land was referred to as an armed fortress nation. A military nation with a group of strong mercenaries, surrounded by a tough fortress. According to the latest information, Zanzibar supposedly is armed with nuclear weapons. The whole scenario was crystal clear. By obtaining Oilix in addition to nuclear weapons, Zanzibar Land was trying to establish its economic and military superiority over the entire world. Concerned about the situation, the United States orders Roy Campbell, Commander-in-Chief of High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, to rescue Dr. Marv. Campbell was a former member of Foxhound. He brought back Solid Snake, the man who single-handedly brought down the armed fortress nation of Outer Haven 4 years ago, and asked him to win back both Dr. Marv and Oilix. Successfully infiltrating Zanzibar Land, and with the help of CIA agent Hori and others, Snake is able to go deeper into the fortress and meet again with Dr. Petrovich, the chief engineer of Metal Gear at Outer Haven. He too was abducted to Zanzibar Land and was forced to develop another Metal Gear. He tells the surprised Snake of an even more shocking fact. Big Boss, the man Snake had defeated at Outer Haven, turned out to be the general commander of Zanzibar Land. Snake rescues Dr. Petrovich in cooperation with Natasha, Dr. Marv's guard and former SETch international secret police agent, and then heads for the confinement facility deep in the fortress to save Dr. Marv. When Petrovich and Natasha, or Nastasha, but Natasha works better, crosses the narrow suspension bridge over the deep valley, a missile blew the bridge away. Natasha flies into the air because of the explosion. While unable to do anything to save Natasha, Snake starts hearing a well-known voice. "Hey, Snake, we are good buddies. I can let you go. Just leave this place at once." Gray Fox. Snake sees Gray Fox controlling Metal Gear, the best soldier in Foxhound who, after the fall of Outer Haven, disappeared as if he followed Big Boss. Losing Natasha in front of his eyes and letting Petrovich being taken away, Snake screams, "Fox! I will not give up!" After a series of deadly battles with mercenaries, Snake finally gets to Dr. Marv's confinement facility. However, when he arrives, he is too late. He sees Dr. Marv's corpse and Petrovich, who could do nothing but just stand there. Petrovich tells Snake that Dr. Marv could not withstand the repeated tortures because of heart problems. Snake then receives an emergency call from Hori. The information she supplied was very shocking. Petrovich has been voluntary visiting Zanzibar Land to develop Metal Gear. The abduction of Dr. Marv was conducted under the direction of Petrovich himself. After the truth comes out, Petrovich attacks Snake, but Snake easily puts an end to him and obtains the structural plan of Oilix. While trying to escape, Snake is confronted by Metal Gear again, controlled by Gray Fox. The tremendous battle takes place in the underground base, and Snake finally succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. However, Gray Fox does not submit and challenges Snake to the final battle. In the midst of a minefield, Snake and Fox fight, without any weapons, a fist-to-fist duel involving no hatred or murder intent. During that weird moment of purity, the two are bound in forces transcending words and emotion. That's weird to some. Snake wins the tough but pure battle against Gray Fox. However, there still was someone else Snake had to fight. Big Boss. Just like 4 years ago at Outer Haven, Big Boss was waiting for Snake. One who has experienced the tension of battle can never leave the battlefield. I am the one giving you something to live for, and that is war. Snake is infuriated at the arrogant Big Boss. There is only one battle I have to fight. To free myself from you, to shatter the nightmare. Big Boss, I will kill you. With the structural plan of Oilix, Snake and Hori escape from Zanzibar land on a rescue helicopter. Snake once again saves the world. However, there is no smile on his face. Big Boss's last words keeps ringing in Snake's head. Whichever wins, our battle does not end. The loser is freed from the battlefield, but the winner must remain there, and the survivor must live his life as a warrior until he dies. Snake then disappears into the white lands of Alaska alone. And now you know. Well, I think that's all the bonus material I'm really going to show. I mean, I'll see if I'm going to cut until I see if there is the Otacon ending and show it or not. So enjoy. Okay, people. I would show... This does have the Otacon ending, but the problem is I would have to sit for like 40 minutes to possibly an hour or so just to get there, and I don't want to wait that long, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to end it here, really, because there's really no other... Well... No, I'm not going to show off the VR system either. I need something quiet. Options. Options is the most quiet. That will do for this episode of Metal Gear. All I can say is that it was a great game, and it's just a great game series and everything. Kojima had a brilliant mind of expanding it after Metal Gear 2, and I just have to compliment on him. And again, with the war themes and nuclear themes, like I myself, I am very against wars and nuclear weaponry in general. And this is why I also love Metal Gear, because I can resonate with it so well. And I also remember that I never played Metal Gear Solid, or just I've never played the series at all for the longest time. But I've heard so many great things about them. And then after I tried out a demo of Metal Gear Rising of all things, I'm like, I gotta get the series. And after I finally got Metal Gear Solid, I'm in love with the series. Just, again, thank you, Kojima, for making such a brilliant game series. And, you know, I'll save more of that once Phantom Pain comes around, which, speaking of which, since I'm going to end it here, I was asked if I'm going to do the whole series, and I wanted to reply to that comment, but it couldn't let me for some reason. So, to answer that question, and to the question you guys might have, yes, I will be doing the series. However, I'm only going to do one. I'm going to do one Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater, Guns of Patriots, Rising, Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, Portable Ops, Peace Walker. I did say Rising already, I think. And if possible, I will try to do Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. If possible. The other spin-off stuff like Babel or Acid, you know, those other spin-offs, I'm not doing. I'm only doing the ones that have canon to the main storyline. And it's going to be a challenge, but when am I not one to back down from a challenge like that? So with that, that is it. That is it for my Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, because I, for one, really enjoyed it. and just could not get enough of it. So, what will my next Let's Play be? It will be on my PS3 again. It is a PS3 game. It's rated M, so that's nothing new. It's a game that it doesn't have a sequel or no sequels or anything, but it's a great game and it should have gotten a sequel. And it's gonna be really heavenly, as I'll put it. It'll feel really heavenly. And oh, a demo. Would you look at that? Thank you, Konami. So yeah, that is it. And I'll see you guys in my next Let's Play.